Welcome back to our channel, Soap Opera Fanatics. Do you guys honestly believe that Luna is truly dead? Let's be real for a second. In the soap opera universe, and especially on The Bold and the Beautiful, a character is never truly gone unless we see the ashes scattered in the ocean. And honestly, even then, I always have my doubts. Recently, a massive clue dropped right into our laps. According to our deep dive research and some eagle-eyed fans, the incredibly talented Lisa Yamada was spotted in a behind-the-scenes photograph on the studio lot not too long ago. Yes, you heard that right. This single leaked image has completely ignited the rumor mill, leading us to one inescapable conclusion. Luna is still alive. She is alive, people. I can feel it in my bones. And I am totally here for the absolute chaos this is going to cause. Let's rewind and look at the official story we were fed. We all watched in absolute horror as Luna was struck by an oncoming vehicle. It was a brutal, heart-stopping scene. The screeching of the tires, the devastating impact, and the sheer panic that followed. And the most tragic part? The person behind the wheel of that car was none other than Dylan. Poor, guilt-ridden Dylan, who has been carrying the agonizing weight of vehicular manslaughter on her shoulders ever since that fateful night. We were told that Luna passed away due to the catastrophic, unsalvageable injuries she sustained in that horrific crash. But what if that entire tragic narrative was nothing more than a brilliantly orchestrated smokescreen? What if the tragedy was just a cover for a much darker, much more complicated family secret? Enter Dr. Lee Finnegan. If there is one woman in Los Angeles who possesses the medical expertise, the sheer audacity, and the iron will to pull off a fake death, it is absolutely Lee. Think about it. This is the exact same woman who secretly smuggled her own son Finn out of a hospital room right under the noses of the police, the medical staff, and her own grieving family. She hooked Finn up to monitors in a dingy, hidden room and kept him alive when the entire world, including his devastated wife Steffi, thought he was dead. Lee faking a death certificate? That is practically her signature move at this point. I firmly believe that Lee manipulated the medical records, forged the death certificate, and quietly transported her severely injured niece to a secure, off-the-grid medical facility to give her a second chance at life. But why? Why would Lee go to such massive, illegal extremes to hide Luna from the world? 2 words. Bill Spencer. Dollar Bill is not a man you want as an enemy, and right now he is a vengeful, dangerous force of nature. We all know the terrifying lengths Bill will go to when he feels betrayed or when his family pride is wounded. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane, shall we? This is the man who literally blew up the Spectra Fashions building with people inside of it just to build a skyscraper. This is the man who threw Ridge Forrester out of a flying helicopter. Bill's wrath is legendary. And if he harbors a deep-seated hatred or vengeance toward Luna for whatever transpired before the accident, Lee knows that Luna is a sitting duck. Lee is fiercely protective of her bloodline, and she would absolutely break every law in the book to shield her niece from Dollar Bill's ruthless retaliation. Now, hold on to your hats, because this is where our theory takes a massive, twisted turn. We need to talk about the devil herself, Sheila Carter. Sheila has been noticeably absent lately, and we know exactly why. After she discovered the sneaky, clandestine romance blossoming between Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes, Sheila packed her bags and vanished. And honestly, I cannot even blame her for being furious. Deacon was supposed to be her safe haven, her ultimate defender, and he betrayed her by running straight into the arms of her oldest, most hated rival. Taylor Hayes is the woman Sheila literally shot point blank back in 2002. The history between Sheila and Taylor is soaked in bad blood, and Sheila leaving town was never a surrender. It was a tactical retreat. She is out there licking her wounds and plotting her next catastrophic move for May sweeps. But where did Sheila go? Here is the kicker. We know that, against all logic and reason, Lee and Sheila have recently formed an incredibly bizarre, twisted friendship. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. These two women used to despise each other with the fire of 1,000 suns. Do you remember when Sheila chased Lee down in a car, running her off the road into a fiery explosion in the alleyway? Lee literally survived a murder attempt by Sheila, and yet in the twisted, upside-down world of B&B, they have somehow found common ground. They are two fierce, dangerous mothers who operate outside the bounds of normal society. I think they have bonded over their shared status as outcasts who will do whatever it takes to protect what is theirs. Imagine this cinematic scene. Sheila, heartbroken, furious, and wandering in the shadows, secretly crosses paths with Lee. Lee is desperate. She is exhausted from caring for a comatose or severely injured Luna all by herself, and she needs an ally. She needs someone who knows how to keep a deadly secret, someone who isn't afraid of the police, and most importantly, someone who isn't intimidated by Bill Spencer. In a moment of sheer desperation, Lee spills the massive secret about Luna to Sheila. And what does Sheila do? She immediately offers to help take care of the girl. Why would Sheila do this? Because it perfectly aligns with her twisted psychology. Let's never forget Sheila's roots. She started out as a nurse in Genoa City on The Young and the Restless. Sheila has a deeply ingrained, highly disturbing Florence Nightingale complex. She absolutely thrives when someone is entirely dependent on her for survival. We saw it when she forced her way into caring for Finn. She loves playing the savior, the healer, the godlike figure who controls life and death. Caring for a helpless, bedridden Luna would give Sheila a profound sense of purpose while she hides from the world and plots her revenge against Taylor and Deacon. It is the ultimate distraction, and frankly, it is a brilliant narrative parallel to her past storylines. Furthermore, think about the immense leverage this gives Sheila. Sheila is a master manipulator, and she rarely does anything out of the pure goodness of her heart. By saving Luna and keeping Lee's secret, Sheila effectively holds the ultimate trump card. If Lee ever tries to cross her, Sheila can expose the whole operation. If Bill Spencer ever comes after her, she can use Luna as a bargaining chip. It is a brilliant, diabolical chess move. I absolutely love Sheila as a villain, and this storyline would put her right back in the center of the power dynamic in Los Angeles. She wouldn't just be an outcast anymore, she would be the keeper of the city's biggest, most explosive secret. And we simply cannot forget about the collateral damage in all of this. Poor Dylan and the rest of the younger generation at Forrester Creations. Dylan is currently trying to move on with her life, finding a new apartment, and exposing Ivy's toxic letters, all while carrying the heavy, soul-crushing burden of believing she took a young woman's life. The psychological trauma she is enduring is massive. When the truth finally comes out, and it always does on this show, the emotional fallout is going to be absolutely nuclear. Dylan's guilt will transform into shock, and then probably intense anger at being manipulated by Lee. Meanwhile, over at Forrester Creations, the younger crowd is already tearing each other apart. Will Spencer and R.J. Forrester are getting into physical scuffles, and Ivy is causing absolute chaos. Could you imagine dropping a Luna is alive bomb right into the middle of that toxic environment? The shockwaves would completely shatter the current power dynamics. If Luna returns, she brings the wrath of Bill Spencer right to the doorstep of Forrester Creations, forcing Ridge, Brooke, and Steffi to deal with the fallout. Steffi is already on the verge of a breakdown dealing with Ivy's schemes and Brooke's secret plot to steal the co-CEO chair. If Steffi finds out that her own adoptive mother, Lee, and her mortal enemy, Sheila, have been conspiring together to hide a supposedly dead girl, Steffi might actually lose her mind. As we gear up for the highly anticipated May sweeps, the pieces are perfectly falling into place for a storyline of epic proportions. The writers have explicitly teased that Sheila's plotting is going to escalate, and what better way to shock the audience than by revealing she has been playing private nurse to a resurrected Luna. It ties the older generation's dark secrets perfectly with the younger generation's tragic accidents. So, I turn the question over to you, our amazing viewers. Do you think our theory is spot on? Is Lisa Yamada's return to the set the ultimate proof that Luna survived the crash? Are Lee and Sheila secretly playing house in an off-grid medical bunker to protect her from the wrath of Dollar Bill Spencer? I want to hear all of your wildest predictions and passionate opinions in the comments below. Let's debate this, because this is pure soap opera magic, and I cannot wait to see how it all unfolds on The Bold and the Beautiful.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.